I'm Megan.
I'm Christy. And this is Barbara.
And we are
Homebrew
Murder Crew.
Oh.
Just so everybody knows, Barbara picked her own name with the Ghost Tube app. I don't think you can see it, but we've been trying to communicate with her and we gave her some suggestions. And she said one was sinful and weak.
And that was Prudence.
Yeah, Prudence was
our
sinful and weak. Blanche was superior, but she still didn't like it. So we tried Lottie, no response. And then she just said Barbara.
Yeah. So this is Barb.
We wish we had been recording that whole conversation because it was crazy, but so this is Barbara.
This is Barbara.
She's our new mascot.
Yep. She is my so here's a story behind Barbara.
What did you call her when you were a kid?
I don't think I ever gave her a name because I didn't even want it. I didn't want any part of this. And I didn't have a choice.
I have a fear of
Which
dolls.
is supposed to be washed out now.
Hilarious that like now that we're like crazy adults, now we want Barbara.
Yeah.
Oh God, there we go.
There. That's the best way to do it. We might be.
Oh my God.
No. Okay. So here's the other part is that like, did you even mention Ghost Tube yet? You haven't because that's how she picked her name.
App.
Oh yeah.
I didn't name that.
Right. But okay. So the app is Ghost Tube. And so we have Ghost Tube on. That's how she found her name. And then I was fucking with the light, and then she just said light.
Oh my God, that's crazy. She picked her name too. Like she was like, we were settled on Blanche, and she was like, Barbara.
Yeah. What the fuck?
That's crazy.
Anyway, so I received her as a gift when I was a child. I can't tell you how old I was. I was a young girl. I received her as a gift from one of my mom's male friends, and completely platonic, I will say. Or so I'm told. Mom, if you heard that, my mom doesn't listen. It's fine.
Flames. Are you a Calgary Flames fan? Or are you
gonna burn this place down?
No.
While we're sleeping.
Oh, she thinks this is
fire. Oh, maybe. So anyway, she was a gift, and then she always creeped me out. Like I was never a doll girl, not like this anyways, when I was a child. So she always creeped me out. And then my mom came over this morning with my grandma, and she had a bag of stuff and like some old report cards and school stuff and certificates and all that stuff, which I do have a fun little treat for you all at the end of this episode.
I love fun little treats. But more fun than Barbara here?
Well, yeah, it's a story. It's a fun little story.
I love fun little stories.
But and then with that package, that care package, if you will, came Barbara, who we now know as Barbara.
Yeah.
But also some of my brothers, like my brother's photo album, which are far more pictures of me than my brother, than in that album than there are of me in my own album. To be expected. I was the second born, so I'll give some grace there. But also with my brother's Binky Bear, which was his bear, and I'm so happy. I'm not going to show him here, but I will show him to you, Megan. Before
I want to see Binky Bear.
Yeah. So, has Barbara said anything recently?
You are funny.
Me?
That's what she said. She said, you are funny.
When I said I didn't like you, okay, this is too real.
Yeah.
She's like, you're funny.
I'm
going to burn this place down.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Okay.
I just hope she's a Calgary Flames fan.
I hope that's what it was.
I'm walking.
No, you're not. Do not.
Is it because Christy was moving you? You moved her, and then she said, I'm walking. Guys, I feel like I've used this app a few times, and my microphone started falling. And I've never gotten this many responses in such a short period of time.
That makes sense to what's happening.
Something like this is real.
But there's no reason why this doll should be haunted because it was, as far as I'm concerned, it was new when I received it as a gift.
I don't know.
Unless it's as haunted from my childhood as I am from my own childhood.
Pathetic.
Girl, check your privilege, honey.
Wow.
All right.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
So we're going to let this run. We're going to let Ghost Tube run for the remainder of the episode because Barbara is here. She is our special guest. She's going to have things to say. And obviously, because she is apparently haunted.
She thinks we're pathetic, but we're funny.
Yeah, but Megan is going to speak her words for her.
Yes.
As needed. So there may be some interruptions, but we'll try to keep them brief and our reactions subtle. But that's not a promise, obviously. Cheers. Cheers, Barb.
She doesn't have a drink. But...
Ting.
I'm not sure how.
How did cheers? Girl.
We got to get you a drink, Barbara. And then you lift your drink and clink your glass against our glasses. And that's how you cheers.
Wow. Megan, is there anything you want to update our listeners on before we get into it?
No,
Yeah.
not today.
There's just a fuck ton of shit that's going on all everywhere, and we're just not feeling it. Again, we've been a couple weeks before you guys have heard from us, and that's because Megan's been moving.
Yeah.
I was sick for all of June. I was sick and then I turned a corner and then I don't even know if we've recorded since. Oh yeah. Our last recording was when I was like, oh yeah, I'm feeling better. And then 2 days after that recording, I got strep throat.
Yes, I remember. Shit. Yeah.
And so I was on antibiotics and painkillers and I had this special mouthwash that was prescription based. And yeah, I was going to go to urgent care and I'm like, wait a second. I'm pretty sure Shoppers Drug Mart can do a swab.
Not exactly.
Shut up.
Anyways, continue.
Okay, so then we'll just get into it.
Yes.
Because we'll have a few interruptions from Barb anyways, as I imagine.
Sure. But anyways, I'm glad you're feeling better.
Thank you. Yeah. Oh, I went to the Jimmy Eat World concert.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm so
that was
so good.
That was such a last minute decision. I was a little bit wine buzzed when I decided that I wanted to go and no one was going to go with me.
We were gonna go, but we couldn't. We were moving.
Yeah.
We looked at the tickets and we were like,
yeah, it was
we had the kids too.
Incredible. It was and like jealous. The last time I seen them was when like I went to my very first concert as like a teenager. I think I was 17 maybe, and it was Edgefest.
Oh,
and I saw Jimmy Eat World, Good Charlotte, Blink-182, and there was like a handful of other ones.
That's
too.
amazing.
It was so good. Anyways, Barb is looking fantastic in this lighting. We're not, but we're here for Barb today. So she's the star of the show. So just if you're watching on YouTube, which you can find us on YouTube at Homebrew Murder Crew, this episode we usually try to fix the lighting, but this is best for Barb.
Yep.
Best for Barb. What Barb wants, Barb gets.
Yeah. It's all about Barb today.
Yeah. Because
all right, she says. All right, she says.
Good girl, Barb.
Thanks, Barb.
Okay.
So she's on our side.
We're going to talk about.
Please tell me this is an episode of a creepy doll.
No, it's not.
I wish it was. Okay.
I know. I just couldn't double down on that. And she wasn't expected today.
She just came today. So.
This is a crime, but it's not a murder. It's nothing like that. This is a fucking scheme, you guys.
I love
this is a scheme. This is a scam. Okay. Scammers are huge these days. We all need to stay vigilant. But I'm going to tell you what a scam looked like in the fucking 1800s. Okay. Barb, you might be down for this because you look like you're straight out of some Victorian
eras
bedroom.
Rope.
No.
We're not doing that, Barb.
So
thanks.
In the annals of financial and colonial,
the annals?
In the annals of the annals? No, it's not the annals, is it?
I think it's the annals. I'm just fucking
of financial and colonial history. Few episodes are as audacious, tragic, and revealing as the Poyais scheme, orchestrated by the guy with the best name fucking ever, which is Gregor MacGregor.
Oh, Did you know him, Barb? That'd be funny if she came back and was like, I knew
Gregor MacGregor.
Gregor MacGregor.
Very Scottish, as you can tell.
Yes.
His parents did not have much imagination.
Can you hear him?
I cannot hear Gregor MacGregor.
No, Gregor MacGregor ain't here.
Can you, Barb?
Can you hear Gregor MacGregor?
You let us know. So, yeah, his scheme was orchestrated in the early 19th century.
Please come back.
Please.
Who was here?
The territory at the heart of the Poyais scheme was the Mosquito Coast, which is a stretch
I
of
hate
land.
mosquitoes.
I know, it makes me itchy just saying that. It's a stretch of land along the Caribbean shores of present-day Honduras and Nicaragua. Holy fuck, that's hard to say. For centuries, this region had been a zone of contested sovereignty inhabited by the Mosquito or Mosquito. Mosquito is spelled Miskito. I'm sure there's different inflections there, but
Right.
the Mosquito people, and intermittently claimed by both Spanish and British colonial powers, because what world would we live in if an area in the West wasn't colonized? Am I right? Yeah.
Prayer.
Right? Oh, that's what she says?
Yeah.
She's like,
Prayer.
she's like, preach, girl.
Preach.
That's what she meant to say. She's like, preach.
Yeah.
So British influence was maintained through a series of puppet kings and land grants, often secured with little more than gifts and ceremonial agreements. By the early 19th century, the area was sparsely populated, largely undeveloped, and characterized by dense jungle, swamps, and a few remnants of earlier British settlements such as Black River or Port of St. John, as we'll see it later. I just wanted to interject here for a second. One of the reasons why I found this case so interesting was because, like, it's such an early, like, the 1800s of it all kind of scheme here going on is like, it's really crazy to think that people have always just been fucking awful.
Oh, yeah.
And they continue to be. And then evil just continues to coexist in the world. But also, like, this one hits, it doesn't hit home for me, sorry. But, like, it's interesting because I deal with real estate and land titles and stuff like that.
Right.
So you can kind of see the progression of what was needed and why to change things going forward. So the collapse of the Spanish authority in Central America following the wars of independence created a power vacuum and a climate of uncertainty. The newly independent states were too weak to assert effective control over the region, and the British continued to maintain informal ties with the Mosquito Kings, who were often educated in Jamaica and relied on British support to maintain their positions. It was in this ambiguous and poorly understood context that Gregor MacGregor would find the raw material for his grand deception.
Ooh, she said, come inside.
Oh, girl, calm down.
I didn't even realize how dirty that sounded. Like, come inside the house, not like get your head out of the gutter. I don't even want to read it. Have you been reading?
She hears Gregor MacGregor and she's like, come inside. So Gregor MacGregor.
She said blue.
Blue. Are you blue? Gregor MacGregor was born in 1786 in Stirlingshire, Scotland, into a family with a storied and turbulent legacy. The MacGregors, once outlawed by the Scottish Crown, had only recently retained their legal status, and Gregor's grandfather had played a key role in restoring the clan's fortunes. MacGregor's early life was marked by ambition and a flair for self-promotion. In other words, he had an ego. He purchased a commission in the British Army at the age of 16, served briefly during the Peninsular War, and rose to the rank of captain more through connections and money than he did battlefield distinction. After resigning his commission in 1810, MacGregor sought adventure and advancement in the Revolutionary Wars of Latin America. He joined the forces of, I'm going to say Simon Bolivar, but it might be Simon. This is a French word, and I'm not very French, but it's got like the inflection on the O and then on the first word. I don't know. Do you know French?
I think no.
Simon Bolivar. Sorry. In Venezuela, married Bolivar's cousin and participated in various military campaigns.
But he married his own cousin?
No.
Oh, sorry.
MacGregor married Simon Bolivar's
sorry,
cousin.
my apologies. I
Yeah.
thought you... sorry, okay.
And participated in various military campaigns, some successful, others disastrous. His exploits included the brief seizure of Amelia Island off the coast of Florida, where he proclaimed the, quote, Republic of the Floridas, end quote, and a series of failed expeditions in New Granada and Panama, often marked by desertion and controversy. Despite mixed results, MacGregor cultivated a reputation as a romantic hero and a freedom fighter, adopting grand titles and issuing proclamations that outstripped his actual achievements.
Interesting.
Clearly a con man. What do you think
Barbara
so far, Barb?
says, I can't see you. That's the last thing that she said.
I'm right here, baby girl.
She can see us in the video. That's why I waved at her.
Maybe she can't see her reflection.
I feel like she's trying to communicate with somebody because she keeps saying, like, come in, where are you?
Yeah.
And she asked if we could hear him. And then now she's saying, I can't see you. I think that Barbara is trying to communicate with somebody or not exactly. Okay. Somebody else is trying to communicate with us and it's not Barbara. And they can't see us. Interesting.
Thoughts, Barb?
She said not exactly just now when I said that.
I know, but then
like,
well, you said that and then she said not exactly and then you elaborated.
Oh,
so that's what I'm like.
Somebody else is trying to communicate with us and it's not Barbara anymore.
So you think on that and you let us know, Barb. But by the early 1820s, MacGregor's reputation in South America had cooled and he returned to Britain. There, he leveraged his supposed status as a victorious general and cazique or prince. Did she just say come inside again?
Yeah, she did.
Fucking dirty bitch. So cazique you'll hear throughout this, but it means like a prince or a very like high status political person of a new nation to launch the most ambitious fraud of his career. Upon his return to London in 1821, MacGregor claimed to have received a vast land grant, some 8 million acres from George Frederick Augustus.
8 million acres?
Mm-hmm.
8 million acres.
8 million acres.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That is vast.
Yeah. From George Frederick Augustus, the Mosquito King.
Oh.
He styled himself Cazique of Poyais, quote unquote, presenting the territory as a constitutional monarchy with British-style institutions, a thriving economy, and a welcoming indigenous population.
He built this on his 8 million acres of land? He built a little like...
Okay, so
made himself
he... claimed to have received a vast land grant. Okay, so just remember, he's a con man.
Claimed. Right.
None of this is
I
for
forgot
real.
about that. I forgot about that part.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta listen to this with that reminder.
So he claimed to have this. He claimed to inherit it, or have
suspicious
received it from George Frederick Augustus.
Very suspicious.
Yeah. He styled himself as the Cazique of Poyais, presenting the territory as a constitutional monarchy with British-style institutions, a thriving economy, and a welcoming indigenous population.
Oh.
The name Poyais was likely derived from the Paya or Poyais people of the region, though the actual existence of such a polity was entirely fictitious. And then I'm going to show you a map of where this is, and we'll have this on our socials, obviously, as you know. Oh, I didn't save that. Map. We do need some light, I feel like, in here, though.
Yeah.
Barb, you might be out of luck.
Yeah.
Okay. So, where was the one that I wanted?
What do you want?
I want lights.
You want light. So we're going to make you look dull. And we're going to look pretty.
Here's Gregor MacGregor.
Oh.
Okay, so if I can increase this. Okay, so you see Mexico here. Can you see this?
Yes.
So there's Mexico. There's that goes like
Yeah.
boop. And then there's the British Honduras, which is now Belize. And then there's Honduras. And then at the tip of Honduras on the coast, there is a rough location of Poyais. So just so you know, the more you know.
Barbara just asked, are you sick?
Are you?
We're going to fix the light, Barbara. And no,
Barb, the light's on us now.
We don't look sick anymore.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So that's that. That's where that is. And remember, they're overseas and everything. Right. And they're in Britain and
Scotland. Who is he? We told you who he was.
Gregor MacGregor. Can't miss a Gregor MacGregor.
Or is there somebody else who's here with us?
It's like he's best friends with Donald McDonald.
Or Fred McFredrickson. I don't know, that doesn't make sense.
McFredrickson, I've not heard.
Frederickson.
Nasty McNasty. Girl, you need to get some sun, honey.
Oh, she looks really good in my phone camera.
She does. Maybe we'll face her at your phone camera.
Yeah.
And then maybe she'll talk more.
And maybe she will. She can see herself.
That looks creepy. Okay, so
she's right in front of me now. I need to move out of my face.
Showed you the map. We'll post it on our socials. Yeah. So MacGregor's genius lay in his ability to dress fantasy in the trappings of reality. He established the Poyais legation in London, complete with official seals, flags, and a staff of supposed diplomats. He issued land grants, naturalizing certificates, and even titles of nobility to supporters and investors.
Interesting.
The Poyais government, he claimed, had a tricameral parliament, a standing army, a national bank, and a capital city known as St. Joseph, replete with boulevards, theaters, and a domed cathedral. So this sounds like a bustling, up-and-coming little place. But like, honey, you're on the coast, honey. You are living the dream, honey. You have sun, sand, and seawater at your fucking disposal. Nice. This sounds nice.
It does.
Okay?
Barbara says hidden.
There is a hidden motive here, obviously. Or we wouldn't be talking about a scam, a scheme, and a con artist.
Is Gregor MacGregor a waitress by any chance? A waiter? Because she said waitress.
No.
Okay. Continue.
Were you a waitress, Barb? So central to the success of the scheme was a sophisticated campaign of propaganda. In 1822, always propaganda. In 1822, MacGregor published a 355-page guidebook called, quote, Sketch of the Mosquito Shore, including the territory of Poyais, end quote, under the pseudonym Captain Thomas, which I will show you if I can. I'll show you later. Okay. And then we'll obviously have it on our socials, remember. The book, lavishly produced and filled with detailed descriptions, maps, illustrations, painted Poyais as a land of boundless fertility, mineral wealth, and healthful climate. It claimed that the soil could yield 3 maize harvests a year, corn. That gold could be found in the rivers.
Like a freak on a leash.
Feeling like I have no release. And that the native population was eager for British settlement. The guidebook was supplemented by forged maps, official looking documents, and even musical performances of the Poyais national anthem. Like, dude,
sang by Korn.
And this is what I will always ask this question is like, if these con artists worked as hard just to make an honest living.
Oh my God, right?
Like, I feel like, oh man.
They would be actually rich.
Well, and then the world would just be a better place. It's just like greed. It takes such a fucking cuckold on you.
Put that energy somewhere positive and life will be better.
Yeah. Fucking breathe in, breathe out, motherfucker. Through your nose, out your mouth, bitch. MacGregor commissioned paintings of the capital city and distributed ballads praising the virtues of emigration to Poyais, such as, "You are my fire, the one desire, believe when I say Poyais is that way. Tell me why ain't nothing but a scam. Anyways,
I
I
love
ran out
it,
of-
Christy.
you know me. Thanks for harmonizing
You're
with me. That was
welcome.
beautiful. Barb,
That's what
Barb, did you
I'm
like
here
it?
for?
Tell
Barb
us,
is
Barb.
like, she's got nothing to say.
Barb is
now.
like-
she's unimpressed. You look at her. She's like,
She's just like,
what the fuck is
Fucking,
this
she's so
shit?"
shocked. She's unblinking.
She asked a few closer.
She asked what?
She asked a few minutes ago, "Are you frightened?" And now she's saying closer. Do you want to be closer to the camera, Barb?
Interesting.
How's that, Barb?
Barb, right here.
Is that close enough, Barb?
Freaking me out. Freaking on a
I
leash,
hope
Barb.
you'll be closer to the camera and further away from us, because that's what I just did. Ugh. Continue.
Yeah. So
Now I'm frightened.
now that we know the national anthem
Yes.
and the ballads of praising the virtues of emigration to Poyais,
Prayer.
so the attention to detail and the cost of production lent an air of credibility that dispelled doubts among many prospective investors. Like, it was legit. Like, you have Backstreet Boys singing your praises. Of course, I am there. Are they going to be there on one of the many beautifully lit cobblestone streets with a market? I will be there.
Is this place even real? Come back. Apparently her man friend keeps leaving.
So MacGregor's scheme was not limited to the sale of land. He floated 2 major bond issues on the London market, each for £200,000, offering interest rates comparable to those of legitimate Latin America.
Okay.
The bonds were underwritten by reputable banks and sold in denominations accessible to both wealthy and middle-class investors. Land certificates were offered at prices as low as 2 shillings and 3 pence per acre.
That'd be nice.
Pardon me. I'm sorry, I don't have the conversions on these because I ran out of time. Later raised to 4 shillings due to high demand. To further the illusion of statehood, MacGregor issued Polasian currency, banknotes printed in Scotland, and excuse me,
Continue.
and bearing the signature of the cazique, as we know, the prince. Settlers were so I guess bearing the image of fucking MacGregor.
Yeah.
He's just like,
Gregor MacGregor. Was that what his name was? Gregor MacGregor?
Gregor
Ah,
MacGregor. What a
That's
fucking name.
weird.
I
Like,
know.
this is crazy. This is wild.
Yeah.
We should create a scam like this. Create our own little place and be like on the money. Who's on the money? Sorry. The 3 of us. Sorry, Barb. You're part of this.
I feel like 6, 7. She's like, no. Intercepted. Settlers were encouraged to exchange their British pounds for Poyais dollars before departure, and many did, trusting in the apparent legitimacy of the notes.
Ugh.
But it was all fucking fake, you guys. In the 1800s of it all. Oh
That's
my God.
wild.
So MacGregor targeted his recruitment efforts primarily at Scots, playing on national pride and the memory of the failed Darien scheme of the late 17th century. Just a brief little footnote on what that was. The Darien scheme was an ambitious late 17th century attempt. And I want to say, like, 17th century means that was the 1600s.
Yeah.
And people be scheming and scamming. Okay. So this was an ambitious late 17th century attempt by the Kingdom of Scotland to establish a colony in the Darien Gap of Panama. Devised by Scottish banker William Patterson, the plan aimed to create a lucrative global trading hub connected to the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, effectively bypassing English and Dutch monopolies.
Interesting.
So that's that.
Wow.
MacGregor promised that in Poyais, Scots could redeem the humiliation of Darien and build a new, prosperous colony. Skilled tradesmen, bankers, doctors, and even an official shoemaker to the Princess of Poyais were among those who signed up.
Oh.
Emigration was organized with apparent professionalism. Settlers received instructions, passports, and promises of work or government contracts.
Suffering.
Yeah, they will be. Ships were chartered, including the Honduras Packet and the Kennersley Castle, which together carried around 250 immigrants in 1822 to 1823. MacGregor personally saw off the ships, delivering speeches and bestowing blessings on the departing colonists.
Oh my God, this is wild. This is
Right?
so elaborate. Like
I know.
I can't even believe that this
Who
isn't.
the fuck has time?
This
Like,
is wild.
I can't even make a plan for dinner for the week.
Yeah,
And this
right?
guy is like, I know what I'll do.
Create a whole
Bro is
big
like,
area.
yeah, fuck.
18 million fucking acres.
Yeah, dude.
No, you're not walking. You're standing still, girl.
The first group of settlers arrived at the mouth of the Black River, Rio Seco, in November 1822, expecting to find the bustling port of St. Joseph. That was
This is crazy. Okay.
well described in his maps and his guide and his fucking whatever.
What did they really find?
And they wanted that and a welcoming administration that they were told they would get. Instead, they encountered an untouched, mosquito-infested jungle with no sign of roads, buildings, or any organized settlement. Yeah,
like actual mosquitoes this time.
Oh, yeah. So the only evidence of prior habitation was a few overgrown graves from the abandoned British settlement of the 18th century.
Ooh, that's rough.
The settlers, initially bewildered, set up makeshift camps and sent search parties inland. Some found the ruins of old foundations, but nothing really resembling a city that was described in the guidebook.
That's fucking crazy.
The captain of the Honduras Packet soon sailed away, leaving the colonists stranded with limited supplies and no means of communication. Because again, we didn't have cell phones at this time. As you all know, obviously, it's a joke.
Barbara just asked for a chair.
Oh, Jesus. You should cradle her. She needs to rest. There we go.
My little baby girl. Sorry, continue.
As weeks passed, conditions deteriorated rapidly. The settlers, unaccustomed to the tropical climate and lacking adequate shelter, fell victim to malaria, yellow fever, and dysentery. Food and clean water became scarce, and the group was soon overwhelmed by illness and death. Survivor accounts describe scenes of misery, families huddled under makeshift shelters, children dying within days, and shallow graves dug in the mud. When the second ship, the Kennersley Castle, arrived in March of 1823, blessed. Maybe blessed.
Not blessed. Or maybe she's blessed because I'm holding her. She's like,
Barb's like, blessed.
Blessed.
She's so blessed.
She's so blessed.
God, I love this. I love this. Oh my God. Okay, so the Kennersley Castle arrived in March 1823, and it brought nearly 200 more settlers who were equally unprepared for the harsh reality. The combined group attempted to organize themselves, but leadership was lacking, and the promised support from MacGregor never materialized.
This is fucking crazy.
So then the rainy season hit, and then the insects and disease spread unchecked, and the settlers' hopes just turned into despair. In May 1823, a British schooner, the Mexican Eagle, which feels so weird to say beside each other, but it is what it is. That's what the research says. Discovered the survivors and transported the sickest among them to Belize, which was then British Honduras, which is up from Mosquito Coast.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
That is up. They did. Yeah, you're right, Barb.
Thanks, Barb, for your contribution.
So they transported them up. The authorities there, led by Major General Edward Codd, organized relief efforts and opened an official inquiry into the affair. Despite these efforts, the majority of the settlers died either in Poyais or shortly after reaching Belize.
Listen to me.
Oh God, what do you have to say?
Imagine like when we
Okay, if if you guys hear something, then please let us know. Like email us and be like, at this timestamp, she said it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so things weren't good. People were dying.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Most of them died
Oh,
either
my
in Poyais or shortly after reaching Belize. Of the roughly 250 people who had sailed, at least 180 of them perished.
Oh my gosh.
Fewer than 50 ever returning to Britain.
Oh no.
Yeah. Some survivors attempted to defend MacGregor, insisting that he had been deceived by his agents or that the failure was due to unforeseen circumstances. But others, however, recognized the scale of the fraud and the deliberate nature of the deception. And that's so hard. Like, if you obviously he did a good fucking job of fucking scamming some of these people.
That's crazy.
The tragedy of Poyais became a subject of public outrage. Are you okay?
She said manifest.
Oh God.
Yeah.
God damn it.
That's crazy. I'm so sad for these people.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't. That is like the scam of all scams.
Well, yeah, you're fucking sailing across the fucking ocean in hopes of like with this promise of this fresh start, and you've been humiliated by this previous scheme just to be gotten again.
Oh, that's what people do though, is they prey on the weak.
I know. Yeah. But the fact that it's like you're preying on families and these children and blah, 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 like, fuck.
Yeah.
So some survivors, attempted to defend him. Others saw the fraud for what it was. The tragedy of Poyais became a subject of public outrage and press investigation in Britain and beyond. News of the disaster reached London in late 1823, prompting a wave of investigative journalism and public condemnation. Newspapers published detailed accounts of the settlers' ordeal, the fraudulent nature of the Poyasian documents, and the lack of official recognition for the supposed wow, that's a new word, supposed nation. Satirists and commentators such as Theodore Hook lampooned the affair in verse and prose, meaning they made fun of it.
Oh,
they're comedians in the 1800s. That's what they are. Highlighting the blurred boundaries between fact and fiction in the media of the era. Despite the mounting evidence, some investors and even a few survivors continued to defend MacGregor, attributing the failure to the incompetence of local agents or the hostility of rival merchants in Belize. MacGregor himself claimed to have been the victim of an embezzlement and conspiracy, and he attempted to shift the blame on others through legal actions and public statements.
Oh my God, this guy!
You're the worst, MacGregor.
Oh my God. What a scammer. So essentially, did he get away with it?
Oh, girl. Let's keep going. We're not done yet. British authorities faced a legal quandary as there was little precedent for prosecuting the invention of an entire country.
That's wild. He invented a country.
He invented a fucking country.
He even made currency.
He made currency. He made a guidebook. He made maps. God. He made fucking national anthems. He made everything up. Everything. He'd been there once wild. And he's like, yep, this will work.
This into a whole country.
So before any charges could be enforced, MacGregor fled to France, where he attempted to relaunch the scheme with a new set of bonds and promotional materials. In 1825, French officials arrested him and several associates, placing them on trial for fraud at the Cour d'Assises in Paris. Sorry about my pronunciation on that. The trial attracted considerable attention, but the court ultimately acquitted MacGregor.
What?
Citing ambiguities in the law and the difficulty of proving criminal intent. What other intent could it be?
He fled and then tried to do it again, guys.
How is this not criminal intent? You knew very damn well what you were doing. You made fake maps. You made fake currency. You counterfeited money.
Yeah.
Basically.
You would have known that place didn't exist when you made those maps.
My fucking God. I just picture him throwing rice on a piece of paper and then drawing around it like I see in some of my art videos and stuff.
When did it happen?
What happened?
That's what she's asking.
Oh, I told you in 1825. This is where we're at. 1825 now. When were you born, Barb? Barbara.
Century are you from, Barbara?
Yeah. Barbara. So the trial attracted considerable attention.
Turn it on. It is on, girl.
Come inside. Turn it on. You're
Come
dirty.
closer.
Fun. The trial attracted considerable attention, but the court ultimately acquitted MacGregor,
Oh my
citing
gosh.
ambiguities in the law and the difficulty of proving criminal intent. Again, so mad about this. Only one of his associates was convicted. One of his associates, not even him.
What was his
How?
associate convicted for?
I don't have that information. The reasons for the acquittal remained debated, but the outcome allowed MacGregor to return to Britain and continue his activities, albeit on a reduced scale.
Oh my God.
The financial losses from the Poyais scheme were substantial.
Oh my gosh. And he got no
Nothing.
repercussions.
Estimates vary, but MacGregor is believed to have raised between £150,000 to £200,000 through bond sales and land grants, which was a fortune at that time.
Yeah.
Many investors lost their life savings and their lives. And the economic fallout contributed to the broader crisis of confidence in foreign investments, feeding into the panic of 1825. Efforts at restitution were limited and largely unsuccessful. Some survivors and their families sought compensation, but most were left destitute or forced to rebuild their lives elsewhere.
Barbara said murdered.
Pretty much, Barb,
Yeah.
you're not wrong. You're not wrong. He had zero regard for what happened to those people after they disembarked his ship.
Mm-hmm. And they died because of him.
Yeah.
Like he caused their deaths. That
Girl,
is murder.
you got this.
Yeah.
You're one of
Thank
us.
you.
One of us. One of us.
If you play your cards right, we'll bring you back, Barbara. You'll probably hang out somewhere in this room, so you'll be in like all
Barbara's
of
going to get merch. Barbara's going to get merch.
Yes, our queen.
Home Barb. Home Barb, murder Barb.
Home Barb, murder Barb.
So after his acquittal
Quickly, she says.
She's like, fucking finish this up. Okay, we're at 42 minutes. So after his acquittal in France, MacGregor returned to London and made several further attempts to revive the Poyais project, including new bond issues and land certificate sales.
What is wrong with this guy?
However, the market had soured and rival fraudsters began to compete for the same territory.
Oh
wow.
God.
But for fuck's sake, it's like Mosquito Creek or whatever.
Yeah.
Don't go. Okay, so my mom and I, we used to go camp all the time at I forget what the fuck it's called, but it's
Witchcraft. That's what she said. Witchcraft.
Oh my God. It's in like the kind of by holy fuck, I can't even think words right now. Malacqua is where we used to go camp. And it's kind of by that big lake, the Sa in BC, where you can.
I don't know.
Fuck. Anyways, the place is called Malacqua. It's Eagle Creek, but in Malacqua in BC, and Malacqua roughly translates to mosquito. And heck yes, there were mosquitoes. And that camper, the guy owner would go around and like fog the place every day because of all the mosquitoes. But
that's wild.
And like fucking the jungle by the ocean in the 1800s.
Ugh.
Are you kidding?
Devil.
Yeah.
He was the devil.
Yeah.
Incarnate.
So yeah, he kept on going with this. However, the market soured. Nobody was into it. People competing for the same territory because apparently it's appealing.
Well, I'm sure it happened once and he got away with it. Other people were like,
yeah. If I name it Poyais,
yes, try that.
If I name it Yes Girl, then maybe they'll go.
Yes, queen.
By the late 1830s, the scheme had lost momentum. MacGregor faded from public view.
Good.
In 1838, following the death of his wife, somebody married this degenerate.
Oh my God.
Well, you saw his picture. He's a fucking babe. I'm just kidding. He's not. That's what she said.
She says bribed.
Oh my God. Like wife was bribed to marry him.
Oh my gosh. Barbara would know.
Girl, I want to slap your ass right now. He was granted citizenship, a pension, and a hero's burial.
Burial?
Let me say this again, okay? In 1838, following the death of his wife, MacGregor relocated to Venezuela, where his earlier military service was still respected.
Oh my God.
He was granted citizenship, a pension, and a hero's burial upon his death in 1845. In Venezuela, his role as Cacique of Poyais, Prince of Poyais, was quietly omitted from official commemorations, and his legacy as a confidence trickster was largely forgotten, at least in his adopted homeland.
Venezuela.
Oh my God. So, the Poyais scheme cannot be understood in the isolation from the broader context of the early 1820s, a period marked by a speculative frenzy in British financial markets. The end of the Napoleonic Wars had left Britain with surplus capital, low interest rates, and a burgeoning middle class eager for new investment opportunities. Are you undoing? Oh, entire shit. The independence movements in Latin America created a wave of optimism about the prospects for trade, mining, and colonization. So dozens of new republics floated bonds on the London market, often at high interest rates and with little oversight. Mining companies and colonization schemes proliferated, many based on little more than rumor and promotional literature. The Poyais bonds, though extreme in their fictitiousness, were not unique in their appeal and speculative hopes. When the bubble burst in 1825, many investors were ruined, and the episode became a touchstone for debates about financial regulation, due diligence, and the dangers of unchecked speculation.
I can't believe he got away with it.
I know. One of the most striking aspects of the Poyais affair was the role of documentary forgery and the aesthetics of officialdom. MacGregor's use of engraved maps, printed guidebooks, banknotes, the certificates demonstrated how the appearance of order and legitimacy could substitute for actual substance, at least long enough to move money and people. The map of Poyais, for example, was so convincing that it fooled not only investors, but also rare book dealers and collectors for generations.
Wow.
Generations! I would love to get my hands on one of these.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
That would be crazy. Oh my God, I wish we could.
Yeah.
Barbara, do you know where we could get one?
This reliance on paper and print foreshadowed later developments in financial fraud, where the manipulation of documents and symbols could create entire markets out of thin air. The Poyais scheme thus occupies pivotal space in the history for securities and the history of securities fraud and the sociology of trust in modern economies.
Wow.
So it's awful. This scheme, Poyais scheme, has often been compared to later financial scandals such as the South Sea bubble, Charles Ponzi scheme. So we all know Ponzi schemes,
right?
And I mean, by we all know, I know I've heard them before, but I've never understood what a Ponzi scheme means, and I never understood it came from the name of a person. So this is one I want to look into.
Yeah.
Do you know about them?
I've heard the term Ponzi scheme, but I can't think. On no account.
Okay. And more recently, the Fire Festival of 2017.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know that?
I know about that one. Who was the one that was putting that on? It was allegedly a rapper had created this whole music festival and like charged people and got people excited for it. It didn't even exist.
Oh my God, you need to do this one.
Yeah.
You need to do an
The
episode
Fire
on that,
Festival? Yeah. Fair Festival or whatever it's called.
Fear.
I'll look
fire,
it up.
whatever.
I'll do it. Okay.
But in each case, you have charismatic leaders, persuasive marketing, and the promise of exclusive opportunity combined to override skepticism and due diligence. So it's easily overlooked.
Wow.
I guess the Fire Festival, or Fear Festival in particular, has been cited as a modern echo of Poyais. Both involved the creation of a fictional paradise, aggressive marketing, and the disastrous consequence of those who believe the hype.
Yeah.
The legal and ethical frameworks for dealing with such frauds have evolved, but the underlying dynamics of trust, persuasion, and vulnerability persist.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I'll do an episode on it.
Yeah,
Good one.
we should. Yeah.
Thank you for the suggestion.
Yeah. There's a big old. I don't really have much more to say about it.
That's fucking wild.
Obviously, the worst part of this is that more than just losing money is that actual families were fucking displaced and had to suffer unimaginable disease that they wouldn't have suffered back home.
Yeah, like malaria. That's
and like, yeah,
linked to mosquitoes.
You're displacing these people in an environment that's so vastly different from what they're used to, that they have to acclimate to, but they don't have all the necessities and the amenities that you promised to assist them in doing that.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, it remains it remains relevant as a case study in the dynamics of speculative bubbles and sociology of trust and the power of a narrative in shaping economic behavior. And its echoes can be seen in modern financial scandals, from Ponzi schemes to the Fire Festival and ongoing challenges. I will obviously be sharing the photos of where this place was and all that stuff, but it is definitely one of the most extraordinary episodes in the history of fraud.
That's crazy.
And a very early one too for Western civilization anyways, but it's
way before its time.
Yeah.
That was so elaborate.
Yeah. And that's why I like to make sure that my clients have an opportunity to opt in or out of title insurance, because it insures you against the things that you cannot see wrong with the title and the land. Anyway.
Right? Oh.
So that is my episode.
That is crazy. Thank
you,
Christy.
Barb. And I do have one last final treat for y'all.
Yes,
okay.
I love a good treat.
So this, as I told you, my mom came over and brought me a whole bunch of documents, like my
I love this. This is
elementary and junior high report cards and stuff like that. And within those gems was my final exam for grade 7, which was June of 1998. And this is the written portion of that exam. Okay. So I'm going to read you the instructions. Written part 1. The written portion will be given to the students prior to the in-class examination date. Students will view the story starter and will be given the evening prior to the exam date to prepare. Students will be expected to brainstorm ideas and plan a story using a web outline on the paper provided, not using the web, because we didn't have the World Wide Web in the capacity that we do today.
Barbara says it makes no sense.
Well, you haven't heard it yet.
Yeah, let her finish, Barb.
Okay, and written part 2, students are expected to bring planned exam to class on the testing date and will be given 40 minutes in class time to complete a story based on the starter given. Let's go then.
Let's hear it. Okay.
Let's go then. Okay, this is the picture that we are given. Okay. It is a shovel. It is a man's hands, and he is digging something up. Here, there is a treasure you can see if you are on YouTube. Again, on YouTube at Homebrew Murder Crew. Yeah. So, Tico is digging a vegetable garden in his backyard one spring morning when he finds a strange silver egg.
Ooh.
He squeezes part of it accidentally and discovers that it has unusual powers. All right, Christy Lee, let's see.
Let's hear it, Christy.
What was my outline? I said this is point form, okay? And this is my writing, and it goes very diagonal because I can't write straight. So I say, this egg makes him do supernatural things.
Okay, that's very vague, but continue.
He knows everything in school. He can do anything. He doesn't tell anyone. People think he cheats on tests. He becomes the teacher's pet. Sounds predatory, right? He does weird things. People start to make fun of him. He goes crazy. He does crazy things. He sees things. No one believes him. He makes a drink to lose his powers.
Okay.
And I just want to remind you all that I can now recognize that this part of me has existed for a long time.
Yes.
So shall we read the short story?
Yes.
Okay, let's go. It was June 15th, 2005. Tico was sitting at home, slouching on his favorite chair in the living room, watching TV. Tico, it's a beautiful Saturday morning, and you're sitting in here? Why don't you come help me with the yard work? Tico's mom suggested. She told him to dig a garden so they could grow vegetables. As Tico was digging, he kept hitting with the shovel what seemed to be a rock. It felt oval-shaped and too perfect to be a rock, more like a bird's egg. Tico was determined to find out what it was, so he got on his hands and knees and started prying it out with his hands. Wow, he said aloud. It was an egg. Can you believe it?
An egg?
It was an egg. It was an egg.
It was an egg.
It was an egg. Not just an egg. This egg was silver.
A silver egg.
This egg was silver, made inside, and it had a silvery glow.
It was a silver egg with a silvery glow.
Quote, I've got to show mom this, end quote. But when he picked it up.
Did you actually say quote?
No, I'm just
okay.
But when he picked it up, he squeezed it a bit and radioactive rays shot out at him.
Radioactive rays.
He was stunned for a second, but then he ran to his room. He ran so fast, he probably could have beaten Donovan Bailey at the 100-meter sprint.
Right. She just said down.
Oh, I gotta know. Good comparison.
Oh,
Like
Jonathan Daly?
Donovan Bailey.
Donovan Bailey.
I
wonder who that was.
Sounds familiar.
Anyways, Barbara just said downstairs and then grandfather. Just continue.
Okay.
I don't know if that means anything to you.
That wasn't like him. Unlike most 13-year-old boys would do, he began doing homework. Then his older brother's homework. What?
He loves doing homework. That's the power of the egg.
It was all too easy for him to do, but too hard for his friends to understand at school on Monday. What's gotten into you? His best friend James questioned suspiciously. Shut the fuck up. Screenshot.
It's gone.
You can go back. We'll Yeah, you can screenshot that.
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
Do you want to tell our listeners why we're freaking out?
My phone just said Martin, which is my boyfriend's name.
Yeah. So what's gotten into you? His best friend James questioned suspiciously. Super galactic rays from deep space given by a strange glow from an egg in the supernatural world, Tico explained, leaving a puzzled look on James's face.
Ditto, James. Ditto.
Whoa, man. Where'd you learn those words from? The correct phrasing is, where did you learn? Stop asking so many questions. The powers will only last for so long, so be precise. 5.5 more days, just in time for our final exams. Hey, man, James sounded frightful. Your eyes, they're turning yellow. Maybe this isn't a good time to tell you. Tell me what? Tico was going crazy.
Oh, no.
Bye, James shrieked and ran away. Tico went home. His mom questioned him about his behavior, but he just went upstairs to his room.
Is that the end of the story?
I think so.
What is your Oh.
So you have a great story going here so far, Christy. Your outline should be a little more detailed so I can see where you are going with it. 78 plus 65 for the multiple choice is a I got 72% on my final exam.
Nice. Oh my God. Barbara just said bored.
Oh my God, Barb.
Barbara.
Anyways, that was your fun little treat for the end of this.
Love that. I wish I could find some of my old schoolwork. But
This
I
is
think
crazy.
mine's all gone.
So I just want to show you final exam written grade 7, June of 1998.
Wow, it says.
And I think this was our cursive exam. We had to write in cursive.
Oh yeah, cursive.
Everything had to be cursive. So this is my cursive when I was in grade 7.
It looks so good, Christy.
Oh my
You're
God,
way
are
better
you
at
kidding
cursive
me?
than I was.
Jeepers.
Even now. Thank you so much for sharing that, Christy. I loved that.
You're so welcome.
I loved the silver egg that gave him
silver egg.
I want to know. You got to finish it though.
Oh my God. What a good idea. Okay, so
the rest of the story.
Full disclosure.
I want one. She said.
Oh, I want a silver egg.
I think it's really like superpowers to be able to do people's homework.
I'm a little bit. Anyways,
right.
I am going on holidays on the 15th, which is Wednesday, which is the day after. The day before this episode airs. So when you hear this episode, I'm on my way. And we probably won't be recording for the next 2 Saturdays, but I am gonna bring some stuff just in case.
Okay,
I'm gonna bring I can't hook this up
to do a micro brew in my new house.
But I'll see what I can do, and we'll stay in touch.
Maybe we can do an old fashioned one where we do it from our phones.
Oh yeah, we could try that. But I'm gonna bring this, and I'm gonna bring the lapel microphone that you bought for us.
Yeah,
and then you can still use your setup, and it'll be fine. I will just sound like shit, and you'll sound really good. Which is usually how it goes, anyways.
No,
because
not true. Not true. I hate my
But thank you all for your patience with us, and as we navigate everything that this year has thrown at us so far. We no longer have a Patreon. That has been canceled, discontinued, everything. So if you were subscribed, your payments will no longer be taken out. Mm-hmm. But we are on YouTube at Homebrew Murder Crew.
Yes.
And that's where you can watch our videos.
Yeah. And we're still on Instagram and Facebook at Homebrew Murder Crew.
And we will do our best to post more often.
Absolutely. And if you've got any episodes,
I'm looking at you, Megan.
Oh, no, I'm just kidding. Ouch. Yeah, that happened to me this week at work. But anyways, I digress. If you have any episode suggestions, comments, anything like that, please email us at homebrewmurdercrew@gmail.com and say hi to Barbara.
And if you'd like to talk to me, call me Bob and send me a letter by a courier pigeon, please, because I don't know how to use email or this text message shit.
Why does she look like a child, but she talks like an old lady?
Doing. Bye. She's going to be so mad at me for that.
She hasn't said anything. I think she's ignoring us.
Thanks for hanging out with us and Barb.
Thank you.
Tell us what you think about Barb, please.
Yes.
Send us a message, an email. We'll post her too.
Yeah, and I'll send you guys. I'll screenshot the some of the words she was saying during this episode to show you that she was actually saying it and how she actually picked her own name.
Duh.
Barbara.
Anyways, until next time, we love you guys, and we will talk at you later. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Barb. I'm Barb.